welcome to our Gobble to You Wobble Thanksgiving special. I'm Christina.
I'm Christian. We're the Enchanted Tiki couple.
And this is Dishing Up Disney. So today we're going to do some Disney-fied side dishes that you can make to make your Thanksgiving a little more Disney. We like to incorporate Disney in the things that we do every day, so why not do it for Thanksgiving?
What are you making? Where's this food coming from?
So we are doing a Tillamook Cheddar mac and cheese from the Artist Point at the Wilderness Lodge. And then we've got some yummy caramelized mashed potatoes from the Garden Grill at the Land. And I'm super pumped about that. So here's my thing. I am not a big gravy fan. I don't really like gravy a lot. So I like when mashed potatoes have other flavors, so I don't have to put gravy on it.
See, I love gravy, and I don't understand how someone could not like gravy, but I love my wife, so.
It just kind of weirds me out a little bit, like, because as it like cools, it like congeals, and then it looks like gravy jello.
That's why you gotta keep it hot.
Yeah, I guess so. I just prefer not.
I got you. That's fine. Well, as Christina said, this is the Thanksgiving episode, and the Disney company has kind of a long history associating with Thanksgiving. So, going far back in 1934, the Mickey Mouse float first appeared at the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Was it one of those like creepy ones, like the early Mickey that was really scary?
I mean,
have you guys seen like the very first Mickey Mouse that came to the Snow White premiere? It's terrifying. Like if I was a little kid, I saw it, I'm an adult, and I saw it, and I was like, whoa. So
he had that kind of look about him. Yeah.
Okay.
And let's see, in 1955, the year that Disneyland opened, Walt had the first Thanksgiving parade on Thanksgiving Day, obviously, and Walt led the parade with Davy Crockett himself, Fess Parker, and they were Davy Crockett, and they were riding on horseback and everything. And in fact, for the remainder of his life until he died in December of '66, Walt led that Thanksgiving Day parade at Disneyland every year.
So
would have been super cool to see.
Like, you know how crowded the parades are now? Like, people start lining up like 4 hours before the parade starts. Like, could you imagine today if Walt was like leading? Like, you would never be able, like, you would have to, as soon as the park opens,
the whole park would be in Main Street.
Yeah, you would never be able to see it, but that would have been cool. If anybody out there was around during that time and got to see Walt, let us know. Like, or if you have photos or something, like,
that would be super cool to see.
Share with us.
Let us know.
We'd love to see that. We never got to experience it, so.
In more modern times, from like 2005 to 2010, I think, the Walt Disney Company took upon themselves the honor of housing the turkey that the president pardoned every year. So from 2005 to 2010, the turkey either went to Big Thunder Ranch at Disneyland or over to Walt Disney World, where I think it was cared for by the staff at Animal Kingdom. And of course today and for many years, Disneyland and Walt Disney World are open on Thanksgiving, and we have never been to it, but my understanding is that most of the restaurants have Thanksgiving meals and stuff that you can eat. We would really like to do that at some point.
We contemplated doing it this year, but it's our baby's first Thanksgiving, so we're kind of trying to do like a big deal for that. He's just now starting to eat real food too, so we're gonna make him his own little mini Thanksgiving dinner. So maybe next year. I'm sure it's a tradition we could start. That would be fun.
That would be cool. But that's another thing. If you've ever been to any of the Disney parks on Thanksgiving and kind of experienced that, why don't you let us know what it was like? Because hopefully maybe next year, the year after, at some point we'd like to do Thanksgiving, and we'll do a little vlog, and you can check it out, and we'll let you know what we think of Thanksgiving at a Disney park.
It's not that busy there. Like, you would think that like it would be a holiday, like Christmas is probably super busy.
Well, interestingly, I know that the year that the Magic Kingdom opened, they basically, when it first started to really pick up, was around Thanksgiving.
Really? That's crazy. I wonder what Black Friday is like there. Like, cause you know, like it gets crazy when everybody's shopping, but like I wonder if like everybody's shopping and nobody's at Disneyland.
Disneyland on Black Friday. Should we check it out?
Let's try it. I'm going to show you right now. that's how you make mac and cheese, caramelized mashed potatoes. This smells super good. I'm very excited. Which one are you more excited for?
Probably that mac and cheese. I mean, I'm excited about the mashed potatoes too, but...
Sorry, I didn't make you gravy to go with.
It's okay. Like you said, this is non-gravy mashed potatoes.
Well, I mean, you could put gravy on there if you want.
But it's not necessary.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Alright, let's, this is really hot. Just kind of tilt that up so you can see. That looks yummy. Mashed potatoes.
With the shallots. Are you a fan of blue cheese? I'm a fan of blue cheese. Christina likes blue cheese. Some of our family members like blue cheese, others do not. It's like an acquired taste type of thing, or?
Yes, or just, you know, certain people like certain things. Like, I don't like pickles. But
or gravy.
I guess that's true. Alright, what are we doing first?
Let's do your potatoes first.
Okay.
Try them out.
Those are good.
Those are good.
Caramelized shallots are really good.
Mm-hmm.
Shallots, by the way, I think are a combo of garlic and onion. I think I read that somewhere. I could be totally wrong, but I feel like that's a thing.
When they bred those two species together, do you think that they were like, you know, it's too much effort to put both garlic and onions into a food, you know, dish? Why don't we just combine the two and save time?
Save a step.
Yeah, exactly.
Save a step. You only have to chop one thing, not two.
Exactly. Genius.
I'm a fan of any kind of caramelized onion situation. So
Yeah,
the
of
caramelized
course.
shallots, I think it's pretty delicious. I tasted when I was making it, I tasted the shallots just by themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And like you caramelize them in butter.
Oh, well, yeah.
You weren't watching me do it. You caramelize them in oil and butter, and it's just like this soupy, oniony, buttery.
Nice.
Yeah, that's really good. I could have probably just eaten the whole bowl of that, but it's probably not healthy.
Then we would have made out after.
Okay, mac and cheese?
Yes, gotta get that crust on top.
And maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
That crust.
Ooh, it's looking like it's still piping.
Yeah, I'm blowing that away. Did you burn your mouth?
I didn't. That's very good.
Oh yeah.
We have not been to Artist Point yet at Wilderness Lodge, but I know that that restaurant is supposed to be one of the best at Walt Disney World. And I can see why.
That crust is what it's all about.
Yeah, that's excellent. Would you definitely suggest either of these dishes for Thanksgiving?
I would absolutely suggest it. Like I said, Christian and I try to incorporate a little bit of Disney into our lives every day. So much so this is just a random story. Our son is 7 months old, and we have been, since he was probably, I don't know, a month old, been trying to say mama, dada, over and over and over again. He has yet to say mama or dada. But a few weeks ago, Christian had a shirt on that had a Mickey Mouse head on it. And he loves Mickey Mouse. Anything Mickey, he like grabs.
By the way, and we have not tried to instill this into him.
No, it's in his DNA. He grabbed the shirt and said, Mickey!
Straight up. His first word was Mickey.
Yeah, so.
Didn't try and do that.
So anyway, so we try to incorporate Disney into our lives. So why not bring a side dish that has a little Disney magic in it? Just a little bit.
Especially on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it's pretty yummy. Both recipes are fairly easy to make, and I think both you could make ahead of time and bring with you so that you don't spend all day in the kitchen, unless that's your thing. Which I've done it. I've done the whole Thanksgiving spread a couple of times, and it's a lot of work. So whoever's cooking for you this Thanksgiving, make sure you give them a big ol' hug.
Yes, and a thank you.
All right, ratings.
Ratings. On the mashed potatoes, I'm going to go with we'll say a 3.75. Oh boy!
Okay.
And on the macaroni and cheese, I'm going to give a 4.5 out of 5. Oh boys!
Okay. Yeah, I would do 3.95 mashed potatoes.
Okay.
And then I would probably do also 4.5 on the mac and cheese.
Awesome.
Mac and cheese. By the way, the recipe was very specific about Tillamook cheddar cheese. I don't know what's special about that, but it's very good.
Yeah. Tillamook paid Disney that little bit more money.
They must have. Do you need a sip of water?
I'm okay, thank you. Well, thank you again for joining us today. We hope that you and yours have a very wonderful Thanksgiving. If you like the video, please go ahead and like it, subscribe, share, and if you want to go ahead and help us a little further, you can pick up one of my 2 books on Disney history.
Or both. It's almost Christmas.
That's true. Help us put our son through college, please. Great Big Beautiful Tomorrow, Walt Disney and Technology, and True Life Adventures, a history of Walt Disney's nature documentaries.
They make great stocking stuffers.
Yes, you can fit a paperback book into a stocking.
You can.
Yes. Or you can visit Christina's Etsy store, where she makes these beautiful handmade mouse ears, and she also sells vintage Disney gear that you can't find anywhere else.
That's right.
Yeah.
And other trinkets that I find along the way that are Disney related.
Yeah.
Or that I make because I try to think a little crafty sometimes.
Yeah. Well, until next time, folks.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Gobble till you wobble.
Yeah, and don't overdo it.
Or do. It's Thanksgiving.